right, so we're going to be bringing up Mrs. Nika Ojo. Please, can you roll that for me? Clap, 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 clap. Yes.
Nika Ojo has established herself as a premier mortgage broker in the Houston area and beyond, with an impressive 21-year tenure in the mortgage industry. Beginning a corporate journey in 1996 as a deputy clerk at the Harris County Tax Assessors and Collectors Office, her role involved a spectrum of responsibilities including title transfers, auto registrations, property tax collections, and voter registration. Nika currently partners with her husband in his real estate business, embodying their belief in the strength and importance of marriage and partnership in both personal and professional realms. As an esteemed member of the National Association of Mortgage Brokers and the Association of Independent Mortgage Experts, where she is a member of the Black Ownership Committee, Nika, being well-versed in a wide array of loan programs, has garnered a reputation for her dedication to assisting clients across the income spectrum in revitalizing their credit for home loan approval. A devout Christian, Nika believes in the power of positive thinking as a means for achieving anything we lay our hands on, especially home ownership. Together with Ralph, her husband, Nika is a proud parent to 3 children. With a round of applause, let's receive Nika Ojo.
Yes, woohoo!
I didn't see that coming. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Excuse me, y'all. I did not plan for that, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Victoria. I am super excited to be here today. And but before we go further, can we please stand up, if I can ask? Please stand up. Look at the sister or the brother next to you and say, "Girl, you look good." Can we do that again? Turn to the person the other side and say, "Girl, you look really, really good." And then turn to the first person, and then you turn around and say, "Girl, look at me. I look so good." All right, thank you, everybody. Please have a seat. You know, sometimes we really don't believe in ourselves. Sometimes we think somebody else is better than us. But the first form of validation is from you. You got to validate yourself. Before you step out, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Nika Ojo, today you are going to do wonders. You are going to make money. You are going to meet people. You are going to be connected." So just look at yourself in the mirror before you go out and validate yourself. So any other person's validation is nothing because already you are validating yourself. So I wrote down some notes here, and I'm just going to share from my heart, and everything that I share is truth and nothing but the truth. First, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to stand before you today. Everything that I am, the whole of me, is to the glory of God, and I do not take it for granted. And I want to also thank Pastor Victoria. Even though we are Facebook friends, this is actually the first time that we are meeting, I believe. So we see each other on Facebook. You know, a lot of times, social media is powerful, y'all. That thing is so powerful. And it just depends on what you're doing on that platform. Some people are making money. Some of us are making money. And some are just trolling. So it just depends on what you want to do out there. So we became Facebook friends, and then so she reached out. And I just want to thank you so much for, the honor to stand before these beautiful queens to share my story because she told me, okay, just share your story. I only know how to do loans. I don't know how to really speak like that. So, and that's what I'm going to do today. And thank you, Pastor. I really appreciate it. And I also want to thank my husband, my darling husband, the choco in my choco Milo, the tomato in my jollof fries. This man right here is my all. He's my everything. He's my crown. He's my king. He's my everything. He left everything that he could have been doing today. His phone has been going off as we sat there just to stay here and join me. You know, when you have men like that in your life, when you have people like that in your life, celebrate them. Celebrate your spouses. Celebrate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like Pastor Victoria, he's the one that's pushing me. So everything you see out there is him that's behind pushing me. If he didn't give me peace of mind, there's no way I can do all the things that I'm doing. So I celebrate you, my husband. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me. So Oprah Winfrey once said, people don't think less of you when you share your story. They think more of you. And these words really resonate with me. I don't know if there's anyone that follows me on social media. I share a lot of our life. And the reason I do that is because when we came into this country, you know, I think most of us here are Nigerians. Most of the people, we don't like to see other people succeed. We don't like to see other people, like my sister was saying, that if you stay in one place, some people are coming behind you, you are just staying there, people are passing you up. Nobody wants anybody to pass them up. Everybody wants to be the one on the top, and everybody is cheering them on. So when we came in here, you know, there was no one to really support. So we had to learn everything as we go. And so that's the reason that I share our story online, just so people can maybe learn one or two things from what we've done, so that their own life can be a lot better than us. So I came into this country December of 1995. So in December, I'll be 29 years in this country. I came in with my son. He was 14 months at the time. His picture was shown up there, and he will be 30 very soon. So I came in with him to meet my husband. No family, nothing. Left everything behind in Nigeria. It was a total change for me. I didn't know what I was going to expect. But I was just excited that I'm going to go meet my husband. And so I left Nigeria and I came here. And before I left, you know, when my husband and I were talking, he was telling me, oh, you know what, when you get here, you are going to work at, I found a job for you. I have a friend that's a manager at a restaurant. And guess what that restaurant is? Whataburger. That I was going to go work at Whataburger, that this guy is really ready for me to come. And I didn't know what Whataburger was. And me, I was working in Nigeria as an administrative assistant in an office. So I didn't know what Whataburger was. So I said, okay. So I was ready for the change, even though I didn't know what that change was. So when I got here, he changed his mind. He said, okay, we are not doing Whataburger again. Now you have to apply for a job. I was like, how will I apply for a job? I don't even know how these people talk. I don't even understand their accent. I don't even know how to respond to any questions they ask me. And you want me to go there and apply for a job? He will put me on the phone to talk to them. Most of the things they say, I will say, I'll say, yes. I kid you not. I did not understand what those people were saying, but I just say yes. So I went for the interview. I got hired at a temporary agency, and I was assigned to work at the Harris County Tax Office downtown. So every day I'll go there and I'll work there. And when I get there, remember, I did not know anything. I don't know how to speak their American English. So when I get there, I just stay focused on my work. I was supposed to do the car registration. You know those stickers that you put on your window? That was my job. So I'll put those stickers, I'll put it on the, I'll just do the registration, and then I kept going. My husband was working then as a real estate agent when we came in, he had passed his exam and he was working as a real estate agent part-time, but then he worked at another organization. He was promoted to be a manager. So after I finish my work at the tax office, I go home, then I help him with his real estate. I've always helped this man, y'all. Always. I've always been his assistant. So I'll go home and I'll help him with, the admin stuff and all of that. So life was good. I was spending money like crazy because the money was coming in. I didn't have any plan. I didn't think there was going to be a time when there would be no money. So I was just spending as the money was coming in. So February 18, 1999. He just got home one day. I was pregnant then with our second son. I was almost due. The baby was almost due to come out. And he told me he just got laid off. I was like, laid off? I'm planning to go on maternity leave. And now you got laid off. What are we going to do? I was scared. I was totally scared. But then we turned to the Almighty God, the King of Kings, the one who sees the end from the beginning. And we both agreed that he should do his real estate full time. That was in 1999. A few days later, I put to bed and I had our son. So he decided to go into real estate full time, and business was busy. He got so busy. So in 2002, my husband's blood pressure went up. He could not sleep. What is going on with you? Because the person that was doing what I'm doing right now in his business, disappointed. You know what? Sometimes they say every disappointment is a blessing. I truly believe that. So that man will disappoint my husband. When he was supposed to close a loan for him, he will not close it. So if my husband goes to his office, he can't see him. So now, if you are a real estate agent, you come to my office, it's red carpet, because I know what my husband went through before. You understand what I'm saying? So then I now ask him, what is the issue with this? What can I do to assist you? And then he said, well, I just need to get these things done. So I asked, what is the requirement? He told me. That was how I went out to take the class and to be a loan officer. So I was doing that part-time, and then all of a sudden, I just had that in my spirit that I need to quit that Harris County job and do this full-time. But my husband would not let me. He would say, no, how are we going to pay for insurance? Then, we had medical insurance. How am I going to pay for it? Please don't be bored with my story. I'm going somewhere. So how are we going to pay for health insurance and all of that? And so I decided to, just one Sunday, I went to church. I will never forget. And my pastor was preaching along this line and says, there are some of you that God is laying something in your heart to do. You need to follow the instructions and do that God has placed in your heart. That day we got home, I wrote my resignation letter. And he was laying down in bed, I will never forget, and I gave it to him. I said, tomorrow I am resigning from Harris County Tax Office. He was like, you want moi? And the next day, I got to work and I gave them my 2 weeks notice. And so in August of 2002, I joined my husband full time to work alongside him. Has it been very easy? It has been easy. A lot of people would think, oh, how can you live at home and still work with your husband? We work together so well that his role is different from my role. But sometimes we still butt heads, so don't get me wrong. We butt heads, but still, I still give him the respect as my crown, and he gives me the respect because he knows that I can talk. So life was good. Like I mentioned earlier, I was spending, I was, doing all kind of stuff. And then in 2008, who remember what happened in 2008? Does anybody remember? The real estate crash. So while we were working together, to the glory of God, we were able to acquire some rental properties. We actually have some right here, like close by here. And the tenants will not pay because what? They lost their jobs. So I have to pay the mortgage company. All of the agents that were working with us at that time, they left. It was just me and him. So what do? So we had to go back into all the properties that we had and sold them below the market value just so we can stay afloat. By that time, normally we will close maybe like 10 deals. Sometimes in 3 months, I will not close any deal. It was hard. Things were so difficult. But through it all, I never opened my mouth to tell any friend that this is what we are going through. Never. My husband never did the same thing. We held on to each other. We prayed to God because we believe that He's the only one who can guide us and who can save us. And I can stand here today, and let me tell you, we almost lost one of our homes to foreclosure at that time. Nobody knew, and I'm actually sharing this for the first time here today. We almost lost our home at that time, but we held on to each other. We held on to the promises of God, and God saved us. So we were able to, pass through that phase in our lives. So there are times that life happens to us, and how do we handle it? We hold on to our faith in God and face every fear. Sometimes, your breakthrough is on the other side of that fear. When you are scared of something, that's when you really need to take that step and go and get it. There are some of you here that you are walking, like that sister shared, like she was RN, CRN, something she said earlier, and then she went on to become RN. Then she went on to get her master's. Then maybe she's going to get her PhD soon, who knows? Do you know? So you cannot stay in the same place and expect a different result. If you are standing in a place and you are tired of that position, you are tired of that period in your life, God is telling you that it is time for you to do what? To shift. It is time for you to take that step. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. God didn't say it's going to be easy all the time, but He says He's going to be with you. So if God is with you, who can be against you? No one can be against you. So I love the praise report that was shared this morning. And I love the fact that I didn't know that side of her, that she's energetic like me. So now that I know, now we have that connection. So I love the fact, and a lot of times people don't appreciate who God has placed in their life. So we know that God has placed this woman in our lives, and so take advantage of that. I mean, I'm not saying take advantage of her, of the fact that when you go to her and you tell her this is what you plan to do, you know that she's going to hold you accountable. And that's the easiest way to shift when you have somebody that will hold you accountable. When you have somebody that will tell you, no, this is what you're supposed to do. I remember when my husband wanted to do his broker license exam, so he told me. And what did I do? I told the children. Why did I tell the children? Because I know that the children will continue to ask him, Daddy, did you pass your exam? And and that actually helped him to take that exam on time and pass that exam, because the kids held him accountable to wanting to get his broker license. So my husband and I, sorry guys, I always like to say my husband and I because we're always together. We've always had our faith in God. We believe that if He gives us the idea, He's going to grant us the grace to implement that idea and the strength during challenging times. No one is going, there's never a successful person that will tell you, oh, I don't have any challenges. That's not true. They may not tell you the challenges. So life is up and down. Some days is up, some days is down. But you got to stay focused. You got to know what you want in life. and you got to know how to go for what you want in life. So there's a saying that if you are the smartest person in the room, then it's time for you to change that room. If you are the only person that everybody is coming to, nobody is asking any other person any question, then you are not meant for that room. That means you need to get out and go find somebody else, or go find another room where you will go and you can learn from somebody else. Everybody learns from someone. The other auntie earlier, she said, there is no age in who you can, what did you say again? Who you can learn from. So the social media that I'm doing today, I learned from my children, from my son. I love to take pictures. I do love to take pictures. So my son would tell me, Mommy, post these things online, then I will post on Facebook. I will just post aimlessly. I'm just posting because I just love to post. I just love people to say, oh, you look good, and I'm feeling so good. I love it. But then he told me, Mommy, you can do this on Instagram. I said, what's Instagram? And then he told me what Instagram was at the time. I didn't know what it was, so I went online to search. So if there's something that you want to do, there's somebody that has already done that thing before you. Go and find that person and ask that person, how did you do it? If they don't want to tell you, it's okay. There's University of YouTube. Go to YouTube, go and learn. Go online. And during COVID, a lot of people were giving free live sessions. Go to YouTube, go on, when somebody is hosting live videos, go there and listen. If you are driving, put it on speaker and listen. And with conferences like this, attend those conferences. There's no way you will not learn from any meeting. Every meeting that they call, there's a reason for that meeting. You don't know if that's going to be where you will get your breakthrough. So whatever meeting that they announce, make sure you go. Go online, research, put your zip code. You will always find something that some people are organizing to impact your life positively. If you are in the midst of people that are not adding to your life, that are not adding value to your life, it's time to shift. It's time to move away from that place. If you have a friend and all they are doing is talking about somebody else's failure, you don't belong there. You move away from there. Every relationship is subject to evaluation. If you are not adding value to my life, I am sorry. We are not going to be friends. I'm not going to just cut you off completely. What do I need to do? I'm going to move back. I am going to shift. Right. I am going to shift because we are not operating on the same zone. I'm way ahead of you. So now I need to look for somebody that is way ahead of me so that, I can catch that person. And also, I can influence those that are coming behind me as well. So I attend seminars, check online for events that will add value to your life, and attend them. So I belong, just like the video that was played, I belong to various networking groups. I came from Nigeria. All I did in Nigeria was go to work, come back, I went to school. I did not know anything about networking. It was my son that told me, Mommy, you need to go network. And I'm like, when I get there, they will make fun of my accent. They will think I don't speak very well. It's a lie. That accent is the reason they want you. When I attend events, like when I attend this mortgage events, I always go there dressed up in my Ankara outfit or dressed up in my Adure outfit. Initially, my husband would say, do you think this is the right thing for you to wear to that place? That's a formal event. I say, yes. And guess what? When I get there, everybody wants to touch my outfit. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How did you get this? How much? And now they want to even wear the outfit. They want to wear that Ankara outfit. You go there and you possess the place. You possess the land because God has given you the land. What is accent? If they don't know how to spell your name, tell them how to spell your name. If they don't know how to say your name, tell them how to say your name. Go over there and let them know who you are, that you are the daughter of the Most High God. So I started going to networking events. And I came to realize that just because somebody is in the same line of work with me does not mean that person is my competitor. This is something that needs to change in our community, because this person is selling bread like me. That person is automatically my enemy. No. All of us can grow together. All of us can rise together. If we have a mindset of winning, we will not look at the other person as a competitor. I remember when I wanted to start the mortgage business. Of course, I didn't know anything. I did not know anything at that time. Everything that I did back then was just trial and error. Sometimes I would mess up some files that will not close. And those were my learning moments. And my husband would say, don't worry, we'll try the next one. And I kept on going. So there were two particular guys here in Houston that I reached out to at the time to help me set up. You know what they did? They refused. They told me no. Some would not even answer my phone. Today, they are no longer in the business. I'm not making jokes out of that. But the thing is, when you help somebody, when somebody is on the ground like this, you help them, you lift them up. You're also helping yourself. So when you help somebody to grow, you are also growing. When you help somebody to move to the next level, you are also moving to the next level. So let's learn to help our neighbors. It does not matter. The person is a nurse. You are a nurse. You are different. These fingers are not equal. God did not create everybody equal. We have our own. You have your own unique personality. That other person, they have their own unique personality. So just make sure you offer help to people that need it. So in my mortgage community now, they call me. I attend meetings. I host meetings. They call me to speak. I'm actually going to speak at an event in Austin. What I'm going to speak about, I don't know, but I am going. She called me. She told me, and you guys know the cost of the ticket to attend that event, $1,800. That's the amount. So when you do what God has destined you to do, God will place you in strategic places where people will find you. So don't look down on yourself and say, I can't do it. I never imagined 20 years ago that I'll be standing in front of a crowd like this to speak. Or I will be, a few months ago, last year I went to Nigeria. I was at the store, this Ebano what is it called? Somewhere over there. And somebody yelled out my name. I looked around. I don't even know this person. And she ran to me. She said, Auntie Nike, you are in Houston. You sell houses. You do this. She told me my children's name. My husband, I didn't know if that was good or not. She told me everything about me. That's because I am always online, okay? Being online is different from being online, no. Me being online is impacting lives and making money, and getting business. So she yelled out my name. Even I was traveling to Accra. I was in the airplane with mask on. Somebody came and tapped me on my shoulder and said, I know you. I follow you on Instagram. And so if you're not following me on Instagram, go and follow me. So because I got myself involved with other people, I was able to see how they run their business. I was able to apply that to my business. I was able to grow. And as a result of this, my business has grown. More people knows me now. And I'm able to even offer services. The things that I used to do that would take me 3 hours, now will only take me 30 minutes. Why? Because I got myself involved with other people. So it's also important as women that we set personal goals, set realistic and personal and professional goals. Stay motivated and celebrate your win. I love the fact that Pastor was saying, we celebrate everything. Me, I celebrate everything. If I close a deal and I only made $50, it's a celebration. In fact, when we first started, whenever we close, we have to go to a restaurant and eat. I tell my husband, we have to go, we have to celebrate. So every win is a win because I put in my effort. To you, your effort may not be good enough, but you achieved something. So when you achieve something, you celebrate yourself. You celebrate your win. Don't let anybody dictate what you will celebrate to you. No, you celebrate it. The fact that you woke up in the morning, it's reason for you to celebrate. Get up and thank God. God, I thank you that I'm up, I'm alive, I can breathe, I can jump, I can do everything through you. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your beauty. When you wear clothes like this, stay in front of the mirror and look at yourself. And you say, Omo, I look so good. Look at yourself. I am so good. I feel so good. You know, when you confess that, you will feel it. When you wake up, you say, I don't even know. I can't even get up. I'm just so tired. Sometimes you are tired, no doubt. But get up every day. Be expectant. Know that life is going to get better. It does not matter where I am right now. What is ahead of me is bigger and better because I trust the one who holds the universe. I trust the one who says, go, I will support you. Go, I will back you. So just stay winning always. You know, when we were working at, we had an office on Harwin Drive. We were in that office for about 17 years and 5 months. And I told my husband that, you know, it's time for us to buy our own office. And my husband said, no, it's not time yet. But I kept, you know, us women, if you want something, you want that thing. You will push the man, eh? That auntie is laughing because that's her. You will push your husband. My husband, we have to do this thing. And eventually, so I went out and I found a place. We found a place. Then my husband came back and said, no, that's not the right place for us. And one way or the other, he found this location where we're at right now. And that location was a hidden place that you can't go on the streets and find that place. But somehow, God directed him to that place. And then he found the location. It was a perfect location, way better than the one that we wanted to do at first. But, you know, we were somewhere for 17 years until God laid it in our heart that it is time to do what? To shift. And then we listened to God, the voice, and then we shifted. So now we've been at the place 3 years now. Business is much better than what it was when we were on Hanway. Because, you know, sometimes you are in one place, you are so comfortable. Like, okay, I'm very comfortable here. I can do all of this. All I need is at least I want to be able to pay my bill. No, God did not make you to only pay your bill. God made you so that you can be a blessing to other people. God made you so that you can advance his kingdom. So get up and do better. It's been 3 years now. We've been at the location. Most of our clients, they love it because easy access. They can park in front of my office and walk in. My other office, they have to go find a garage, climb the stairs. Sometimes the elevator broke. Sometimes some people will get stuck in the elevator. Now it's not the same. It's different. So, and that's to tell you that when you listen to God's voice and you hearken to that voice, you take action. There is a better place that God has in store for you. You just need to see it and take possession of the place. Times are changing. Times are changing. Time waits for no one. This morning we woke up. The event started at 10 o'clock. Look at the time now. It's 12 o'clock. And we are here. That 10 o'clock, we're not going to see it again. So time is changing. Technology is advancing. Do not be afraid of change. Don't be afraid. There are things that you want to do, but you're just scared. How am I going to do it? What will people say? Please, cancel that what will people say syndrome. Don't worry about what somebody else is going to say. God did not give them that vision. He gave you the vision. So if God says, go and do this, go and do it. That same God that gave you that vision will support you. He will raise men and women to support you. Sometimes it's your own blood that will discourage you. Sometimes, look, when you run a business, prepare your mind. Your family member will not patronize you. Just keep that for real. They will not patronize you. Your family member will not patronize you. So once you have that at the back of your mind, you will go out and advertise yourself. It's people that don't know you. Those are the ones that will celebrate you the most. So your closest people may not celebrate you. So keep that at the back of your mind. If you are planning to start a business or whatever you want to do, they may not come. If they come, then it's a bonus. Learn new things, new trade, new technology. Increase your marketability. Where you are right now is not enough. Where I was when I was working at the tax office, I think I was getting paid $1,800 a month back then. Is it up to 1,008? I think I was getting paid 13,000 per annum or so. I can't even pay my receptionist that amount right now. Now I am an employer of labor. Small me. Small me. And you see, that is what shift can do in your life. You can look at me today and say she's just running her mouth. I am not running my mouth. I am testifying to the goodness of God. When you know God, you trust God, He's going to take you to a bigger level. Did I not just tell you guys that I'm being invited to speak in Austin, Texas? I am being invited to speak. Did I even think that that was going to happen to me? Never. I never imagined it, that I was going to stand and speak to a group of women in the same mortgage industry. Not Nigerians, though. Not only black, black, white, everything. They will be there and I will be speaking. That can only happen through the grace of God. It is not Nike Ojo. Forget Nike Ojo. It is only through the grace. And you have to trust and believe the one who holds the universe and see that He has great and better plans for you. If you want to learn any business, go ahead and learn it. On YouTube, there's nothing you cannot learn on YouTube. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. They even have something, they call it Udemy University. You enroll, you do everything that you want to do. There are so many other businesses that you also do. Like some of us, we have our regular 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong in, doing something on the side if you have the time and the energy to do it. Even if you don't feel like you need to do it, you need to do it so that at least you can have something on the side for yourself. You can do, writing. Some of you are gifted with writing. Some of you are gifted with decoration. Some of you are gifted with singing. You can have a food truck, home staging, real estate investment. If I have to talk about real estate investment, that would take a whole hour, honestly. Because the thing is, a lot of us, we don't see the value in real estate. The properties that you are living in right now, don't look at that property as, I just want to have a place to live. That property will help you create wealth. For those of you that have not bought a home, let me give you one tip. Don't buy a home because you just want a place that you are going to sleep in. Buy a home because you want something that will help you to create wealth. I know a guy here in the city of Houston. He bought a house right there behind Walmart years ago. And he moved to another part of town. Last year, he came to me that he wants to refinance that house. He needs to, I think, invest in a business and something like that. His house is being occupied by a tenant. So we did a cash out. This guy pocketed $220,000 cash, no questions asked. And there's still a tenant in the house paying that mortgage. I don't even want to talk about our own experience because it will blow your mind. But invest. Don't spend everything that you earn. Everything that comes to your pocket does not have to be spent. Don't be like me, spending. I don't spend like that anymore. Thank God for my husband. My husband does not spend like me. But put something on the side. Remember, it was because we saved, and if I say we, I'm just, tapping into the grace, my husband's grace, because he was the one doing everything. Me, I was just spending. He was buying those properties then. But if not for those properties, we would have lost our homes. We were able to sell those properties when times were hard so that we could stay afloat. So invest in real estate. You don't have to buy a home that you're not going to sleep in. I see people buy a home, 700,000, 800,000, and instead of working one job, they are working 3 jobs because they want to pay the mortgage. It's not supposed to be like that. When you buy a home, you're only going to stay in one room. You sleep in one room. And inside that room, there's one bed. And you will sleep on the side of the bed. So why would you write a $6,000 check every month to give to somebody because you want to live there? Some of us, we have that mindset, oh, it has to be new home or nothing. No, it does not have to be a new home. Just buy something that you can conveniently afford monthly, and then you can have money to save. Remember, there's a big breakthrough on the other side of fear. I have 5 more minutes. I'm almost done. So I remember when I started my social media journey, I didn't know what I was doing at the time. And then, like I mentioned earlier, it was my son that guided me. These kids, listen to your children, women. Listen to these children. They know some of these things. They know better than us. Now, whatever I want to post on social media, I ask them first. When I make my video, I send it to them. There are so many videos on my phone that I can't even post. These children will not let me post it. They will tell me, no, mommy, don't post this. But there are some, if they tell me don't post it, if my husband say post it, me, I'm posting. I post. So, and now people see me and they can relate with me. And whatever business that you are in, even if you are not running a business, if you have a job, your business is a people business, is a relationship business. So you have to be likable. People have to like you to do business with you. If they don't like me, nobody will come to me. Okay? If you are a nurse, your patients don't like you, they wouldn't want to come to your hospital. They will go to another hospital. So be likable. Be happy. Stay happy. Always think of the good things that God has done in your life. And be happy. Even sometimes, we have issues. It's okay. Issue is not going to finish. It's going to continue every day. If you solve one problem today, tomorrow there's going to be another problem. So why are you worrying yourself about the problem of today? Don't worry about today. Leave it to God. He's the one that can solve the problem. My husband says I act like somebody that eats sugar all the time because I'm always happy. I'm always happy. Whenever I go to church and I don't look happy, somebody will tap me, Stanika, what's going on? You are not happy today. So I don't want to go out not looking happy. I make sure that I am happy wherever I go. Stay positive. I cannot stress that enough. Speak life into every situation. There's so much power in your tongue. Regardless of the challenges that you are facing, trust that God is going to see you through. I've witnessed a lot of growth in my personal and professional life when I let go of unnecessary friendship. And I consistently focus on myself. There are so many unnecessary friends. There are some friends that all they think about is Ashwebi. There are some friends that all they think about is for you to go to a party, for you to go to a baby shower. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to those things, but pick where you go to. They don't have to see you everywhere. They don't have to see you everywhere. You buy Ashwebi today, $300. You only wear it one time. Then next week, somebody else is coming with Ashwebi, $500. If you put that $300 in a savings account, that $500 in a savings account, that's $800 that you've saved. You don't have to buy Ashwebi. Eh? Oh, yeah, okay. So you buy the Ashwebi, $300, and I hear that here, if you are sewing here, they charge you like $200 or $250. I don't sew here, so I don't know. They add that, and then you go and do makeup, $150. Okay. Anti-gele. Okay, so let's do the math. Let's do the math. Okay, so you buy Asoebi, let's do 300. Asoebi 300. You sew it for 200. That's 500. And then you do makeup and gele. I heard it's 150. See, I cut my hair off because I don't want 150. That is how much? That's 650. And then what else? And then you go and spray. Let's say $100. That's 750. 750 you have invested. Out instead of that 750, you look at that person and you write them a check of $200. Don't you think they would like you? They will appreciate that more than all that stuff. Go to your closet, tie your own gele. Sorry if there's any makeup artist here. Tie your gele by yourself. It's not every party there are some parties that you have to, look like correct. You come there correct. There are some parties like that. But it's not every party you have to do makeup and pay 150 for makeup and gele. I just go to Walmart and buy the makeup myself and is my makeup not good enough? I put makeup on my face and you keep going. So just stop. What I'm saying is stop wasting money. Okay? Stop wasting money. Instead, save this money. Open an online account where you know that you cannot go and touch. And every month, dedicate a particular amount that goes into that account. At the end of the year, go and look at what you did. Or if somebody comes here and say, I have Asoebi 250, put that 250 in that account. And at the end of the year, you go back and look at how much you have saved. I had a family that wanted to buy a house. When they went under contract, they only had $10,000 in their bank account. The house they needed to buy, they needed about $45,000 to close. And I told them, I said, do you want me to step in? They said, yes. Okay. I said, you're not going to like me if I step in. They said they are ready. So every month, they have to send me their statement while we were constructing the property. If I see that they went out to eat, they are in trouble. They have to cook at home. If I see because when you give bank statement, we'll go through all your expenses. If there's anything out of the ordinary, they have to explain. Did you know, I kid you not, this couple saved $45,000 in 6 months. They saved that money in 6 months because somebody held them accountable. Who is holding you accountable? Find somebody to hold you accountable. Find somebody to be a blessing. Take care of yourself. As we work, we take care of our husband, we take care of our children. Find time to take care of yourself. If you have to go, go do a massage, go do it. Take care of yourself. You can't pour out of an empty cup. If you don't take care of yourself, you will be grumpy. Everybody, you'll be fighting everybody. That is to tell you that you need to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Stay happy. Go shopping responsibly. Okay? Responsibly, all right? Do what makes you happy. I want you to think about how you can create legacy for your family. What do you want to be remembered for? How do you want to be remembered? By the grace of God, my husband and I, and some other people that work with us, we've been able to impact lives in this community. And that is what I want to be remembered for. That I helped you to create wealth. When I see families that we've helped to buy properties years ago come back, and I see them with $200,000, $300,000 equity in their homes, I feel fulfilled. When I see families that come to me to buy their homes, they are smiling, we give them their keys, I feel fulfilled. Find something that gives you fulfillment. What is your plan to move to the next level? We can't continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. So as we reflect on our legacies, let's consider how we can leave a lasting impact on our families and in our community. Share your story, just like I have shared mine today. Sow seed of hope and inspiration for generations to come. In closing, I'm going to encourage you to take what you've learned today from what I shared and from what the other speakers are going to share, apply it to your own lives. Let this conference be a catalyst for a positive change and growth. As you move forward in life, remember to own your own story and use it to bless other people. Just as I have been blessed to share mine with you all today. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.